Welcome back to the second build video of this ASH30 scale glider. Waiting on some servos for the center panels, so I can't start those. So I decided I'll just go ahead and start with the elevator, which could itself be a nice little wing for a small model. And once again, we're using these CHA servos. Over here we have the HV95Hs. We're going to use two of those, one for each surface. And again, the Thomas Lou frame. So I do have the frames, the linkage, the arms, clevises, and all that. And I'm going to use these 15mm offset horns. And because this elevator is top hinged, we're going to have all the linkage basically hanging out. So the horn's going to stick up here, and then we're going to have the rod going across there to the servo. So not super clean or hidden, but it's just what we have to do here. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my center line location of the linkage rods. And then we're going to move on to getting the horn slots cut and installing the horns. And luckily these servos kind of can go anywhere in this bay, so it'll be a little easier than the tip panels we made to get these positioned, and we should be able to also remove these fairly easily if we have to. Well, I made some good progress here and just kind of doing a dry fit. I had to extend the horns by about 2.5mm, so there's a piece of wood underneath. Both the horns have that wood underneath there, and that's just because I needed a little more height to use more of the servo travel, because I have to basically use the outer hole on this arm, and so best to be able to have the servo move to almost its full resolution. And the other reason was that there's not much clearance between this linkage and the skin, so a little height was also beneficial there. And I've tested this in the full down and up positions, and it clears the skin, so I'm happy with that. And I've made my cutout here in the control surface, and I also had to put a small slot on the fixed portion because the horn basically needs to recess into there. So making a few cuts, but I think it'll look really good in the end. And yeah, I haven't done this side yet, so we're going to move on to that and then start assembling the frames. I have basically everything prepped and ready to bond the servo frames in, and I noticed that the inner skins on these, on the elevator here, is just light glass. You can see the foam directly underneath it there, and that's a little concerning. So what I want to do is brace up the skin a little bit, and I'm going to do that with some carbon. So I'm basically just going to put a strip of carbon in each bay where the frame sits, just to toughen that skin up a little bit. And I might try to tie it back into the spar in here. So we'll get that going, and basically we're ready to bond the servos in. I forgot to mention that I have prepped all the frames, so they're scuffed up, and I have put some plastic to protect the servo, so those are basically ready to go. I also scuffed up the control horns. Okay, we got the carbon down there. You can kind of see it in there, starting from there, going to the edge, and it ties into the spar. And the frames are all glued down, and we have the weights on. So we're just going to let this set up overnight and then see how it came out. These came out really good. Epoxy's fully cured. Now you can really see the carbon fiber in there. I removed the plastic and put some thread lock on the screws. So that's all set. Horns are solid. Everything works good. Now the tricky part here is going to be to try to get a servo cover over this. Obviously the arm sticks out a little bit past the top, so there's going to have to be a cutout there, and I'm going to have to make some kind of shroud just to keep the airflow out of the internal part of the tail. So that's going to take some head scratching. We're also going to have to put this MPX plug here somewhere. We're going to have to make a hole for it, glue it in, wire it up, all that stuff, because I want the elevator to be plug and play on top of the vertical. So yeah, let's start tinkering around with this and see what happens. So I'm just kind of getting some measurements here of the cutout I have to make and the servo cover. So I've cut the servo cover to fit the pocket, and I've just drawn some lines and marks to get the square here. I'm going to start with that. I might have to open it up more here for the linkage, but we'll start with this and see how this works out. This is kind of what I came up with for the cover. Don't have any clearance issues. Go up and down. So at some point we're gonna have to come up with some kind of shroud for this, but I'm gonna leave it as is for now because I just want to make the other side and then move on to the wiring, and then I can kind of button up these base covers and then worry about the shrouds later. Here's my little harness I made, the multiplex connector, and we just simply have two pigtails coming off for the servos, and I'm going to pass the wires through the hole and draw them out to the servos, and then we're going to glue this guy in here. So we're going to have to prep this a little bit and just kind of scuff it up and scratch it up and get it ready to get a nice bond with some epoxy. So we'll do that and we'll pass the wires through. So the wires are run through the stab, and we have the plug here ready to go. You can see it's well scuffed up. And I'm just going to mix up some 30-minute epoxy and get this glued in. And we're going to try to keep it as flat as possible and flush with the surface. Okay, well, got most of the work done on the elevator here. Servo covers are cut out. All the linkage is good on both sides. And our plug is glued in nice and flush here. The wiring is installed, connected to the servos and taped for safety. And I think I'm going to wrap this one up here. Basically the only thing I have left to do is figure out some sort of shroud for these, but I'll leave that for another time. So that's it. That's the elevator for the ASH30, about 90% complete.